Hello everyone, welcome to another video. We start this one off with the school run. Yes, the dreaded school run with inconsiderate parents. The council, because of inconsiderate parents, has closed the road off where the school is, as you can see there with the sign. The school's just down there, but just past the bus stop. So at school opening and closing times, you're not allowed to drive down that road. So the parents park on the pavements and go down all the side roads next to it. Very inconsiderate parking, and all the rest of it just moves to somewhere else basically. And we're moving into this road here. I'm not dropping kids off, by the way. I'm going there for different reasons. I have a car that's pulling out on me there. You can't see it until you go to the rear. Now this Fiat 500, it can't drive down the school road obviously because of fear of getting a ticket. So it parks in the next road on double yellow lines. How stupid is that? Can you not get a ticket on double yellow lines then? So as we go to the rear camera now, you'll see the car that was pulling out on me, who's got the least priority out of all of us, wanted to go first. Typical. Here comes the guy who drives the Fiat 500. Why he's driving a little girl's car, I do not know. We'll get back to him in a minute. So now I've done what I needed to do down this road, I'm coming back. And surprise, surprise, the Fiat 500 is just doing a 3-point turn right where he was. Hasn't moved and blocking the road off now. Well done. Now he should be waiting for them pedestrians on the left-hand side. Got the Range Rover to the right that seems to think it's smaller than the Fiat 500 and can park in a smaller gap than the Fiat 500 and goes on the double yellow lines. And now the car behind the Range Rover has got nowhere to go because the road's blocked because of the Range Rover. And the Range Rover is having a little fiddle about and trying to get closer in. He's still on the double yellow lines. I don't know why they're doing it. I do know why they're doing it. It's a mum on a school run. All the rules go out the window. Now I moan a lot on this channel about road signage. I moan a lot about a lot on this channel, yeah, let's face it. But sometimes the signage isn't that bad. It's quite clear, so there's no excuse sometimes to actually get it wrong. This is one of these. But having said that, I'm talking about the one on the road, not the one up there to our left, which is facing a completely wrong direction. We can't see that driving down the road. So why did you want my lane when you're turning right? Purposely got into this lane to do queue jumping. Really? Get a bundle of 5 bets for double the value or more. Terms and conditions apply. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org. So Dave Stevens warning. How are you, gentlemen? Great to be back again here. The race has just come. Now a little bit further down the road, we get to this junction again, and we're looking at this line from here to here. It basically means that you can go in the left lane and go straight to the next turn off without actually using the proper protocol of a roundabout. Sometimes there's actually grass verges and concrete borders and all that sort of stuff in between that road and the roundabout, but not in this one. This one is just painted lines on the road, very faded painted lines on the road. So when there isn't a proper divider on these junctions, it's always wise to look right, just like you would on a normal roundabout, because there's always an idiot about. Now I'm pulling into a service station on the M25 here. A service station is where you recharge your batteries. You have a coffee, you have something to eat, you use the bathroom, just so you're not sleepy on the road. So when you get out of there, you should be more alert. Unlike this guy, his first thing he does when he gets back in his car is reverse out and keep me waiting. I'd go back in there and have another coffee, mate, because you're driving like you're still half asleep. Now, I've had clips like this on the channel before, and people say to me I'm in the lorry's blind spots. Bollocks to that. I've driven lorries like that before, and I'm not in his blind spot. He is just a bully boy lorry driver. Simple as that. Blind spot's my arse. Moving on a little bit. I'll fast forward it in a second. Incidentally, do you mind the fast forwarding, or do you just like it chopped off and put another clip straight on? Because it's not long before the next clip happens here. Let us know in the comments what you prefer, a quick chop or the fast forward bit. Sometimes I think a fast forward bit to the next clip shows how quick it is to the next idiot I get. Now, as we're slowing up here, we're looking just over there, just in front of that lorry there. There's a car that wants to come off at this slip road. How dangerous is that? And as we go to the rear, you'll see him do it there. I'm going to run it on a little bit just to show people that I'm not just in the middle lane hogging. I do actually move over once I've in a safe place to do it. There we go, for you middle lane hogging police. The other good thing about fast forwarding it, it shows how long I've had to wait before I get another arsehole in a lorry behind me and in front of me. Maybe I'm in his blind spot again. I don't know. I'm sure you people in the comment section will let me know that I was in his blind spot. So he knows where I am, yeah? He knows that I'm there. Because he's just overtaking me. Look at that gap between me and the trailer in front. The trailer on the back of that little truck thing there in front of me. Is that enough room for an HGV to get into? I guess it is, because he got in there. But then again, I was in his blind spot, wasn't I? Now, you just saw how much braking distance he gave me. Just look how much braking distance he's given himself. What an absolute muppet. I wonder if that's what that M means. Muppet. So we'll fast forward it to the next muppet. That noise, by the way, is the floor, is the road itself with all them bumps on it. It sounds bloody horrible when you drive on the M25 in certain sections. Now, I'm not moving over, obviously, because there's a slip road. And I am overtaking people that's on the slip road anyway, so there's no need. Now, as we come here to the rear camera, guess who wants the slip road? Yep, that idiot there. Now I've got vehicles in front of me and I'm ready to pull out myself to overtake. He can come in there or there, but oh no. He has to go that little bit further. And if you can hear my indicators as I'm trying to pull out myself to overtake. Didn't expect him to come across me like that. Another muppet. Moving on a little bit further down the road, we're looking over to the left hand side where that police car is. There's two German cars that have smashed. A Mercedes and an Audi. Always an Audi. But the weird thing is, they've both got dents at the front. So how have they smashed both of their cars at the front and nothing at the back? There's the Mercedes with a smashed up front. And when we move on to the Audi, that's got a smashed up front and nothing to the back. Maybe the Kia that they smashed into has already been picked up, I guess. So the next car we're looking at is this car here. It does nothing wrong, by the way. It's just an observation. Now, did she dye her hair to the colour of her car, or did she dye the colour of the car to her hair? What do you reckon? Moving on to the next clip. I'm coming off at Heathrow Terminal 4, and I want to show you some signage that is just rubbish again. When we get up here to the roundabout, I'll explain it all a little bit better. So there we go. That sign there. 3 lanes go to Heathrow Terminal 4. One goes off elsewhere to the left. So I can be in any of them 3 lanes to go to Heathrow. That's what that sign says. So I'm picking the inside lane. Now, as soon as I get through these traffic lights, I'm in the wrong lane. If you look at that sign over there, what lane goes to Heathrow? Not this lane. This lane goes back onto the M25. It doesn't go to Heathrow. It doesn't say I can carry on going straight. So I've got to change lanes. Now, I get on a roundabout, there's first phase, second phase of road signage and lane choices and stuff like that. But there was never, ever 3 lanes going to Heathrow Terminal 4. The right-hand lane now isn't going there. It's going back onto the M25. Now, this one here, what would you say this is? Would you say this was bad signage or just bad driving? You've got this sign up here on the left-hand side. It's a roundabout with one of them roads going straight through the roundabout, which is confusing for some people. It's either a roundabout or it's not a roundabout for me. Why confuse the matter? But there's 4 lanes coming up. If you want to go to Kingston, which is the left-hand lane, why would you be in lane 4?
England's run chase is underway over in Merthyr as they need to make 159.
And I know what you're thinking. He's having a pop at the Audi again. No, I'm not. It's not the Audi. Now, if he was going anywhere other than left, I'd say, yeah, you could be confused with the signage. But you're turning left. So, he's just a bloody idiot, basically.
As they need to make 159 to avoid a T20 series whitewash in Bangladesh. Guy Swindles is watching
30 years of age and watching him change.
Now, how many of you would have made the same mistake as I did in this clip?
That will talk about more expertise about the individual attributes of a player, but you can see him beginning to change. You can see him becoming a player that's dropping more deeper and becoming more of a 10 than a number 9, yet still being prolific in his output. I don't know.
There's talk that Levy wouldn't accept a penny less than 100 million.
Well, fine, but no one's going to pay 100 million.
I'm literally waiting behind a parked car because they got their foot on the brake.
Talking about really only Manchester United.
Would you have done the same?
100 million pound for Harry Kane. So that's off the table. So then there's no competitive tension.
Our friend in Paris probably would.
Unbelievable.
Maybe.
Unbelievable.
So then there's no competitive tension.
Our friend in Paris probably would.
Unbelievable.
Maybe.
Unbelievable.
I don't see Harry Kane.
Put an indicator on so I know you've stopped there.
At the moment, it's been a circus for years. They've got the Harlem Globetrotters
As well.
Now, I was taught a long time ago now that if you do a manoeuvre on the road, it shouldn't affect anyone else. Pulling out like that, making me slow up, means you shouldn't have gone.
Thanks for that. Good job.
I'd just like to say thanks to everyone that sent clips in. They should be on the next episode. There's some crackers in there. A lot better than my shit anyway.